Germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We learn about the states.
And we talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
So
we pass the savings on to you.
We're just going down the line. Every state in the order they were admitted to the Union.
I'll tell you this. I went to trivia the other day, and it was like geography, and there's like a lot of questions about like the United States. And so every question would be like, in Delaware, and I'd always be like, oh, I'm gonna crush this. I'm gonna know everything. And then I never knew anything. It was like, oh yeah, I'm not actually learning anything about what we're doing.
We're learning what states have cool flags.
Yeah, really, basically.
And that's about it. So that's cool.
So yeah.
I feel like there was something I wanted to say, and I forget what it was. So let's just go right in.
Cool,
and if I remember, so be it. Last time, do you remember what the last state was? It was Michigan.
Yeah, that's right.
So what do you think's next?
Man, we're
plowing through.
We really are.
So Michigan was 26. So number 27.
And we're downhill now.
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know. Have we done all the states on the east of the Mississippi, or are we starting to get? I mean, there must be more.
We might
left.
have.
Indiana? Have we done Indiana?
Yeah, for sure.
Jeez, I don't know. Let's go crazy then. I'm gonna say Texas,
Iowa.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, we're idiots. Of course.
Florida.
Number 27.
Before it was called Florida Territory. Whoa. Okay. Michigan, January 26, 1837, was admitted to the Union. Florida, March 3rd, 1845.
So it's like 10 years later.
8 years. I don't know. If you know how many years it was, tweet us at DilettanteBall, DilettanteBall, hashtag. That's how many years it was. Man, how stupid are we?
Pretty dumb.
For those of you that don't know why we're stupid, we're both from Florida.
Yeah.
Man, feels weird. The flag is just a white flag with a red cross and the Florida seal in it, and it looks like there's a Native American woman maybe spilling flowers, and a big like explorer ship coming to
steal her land.
Yeah.
And then much like there's a palm tree in the background and some palmetto fronds in the front ground.
There's a difference.
It's a pretty busy seal if I'm looking at it and being honest.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And the seal says, "Great Seal of the State of Florida, in God we trust."
That's the motto, in God we trust. It's a pretty lame motto.
This ship is crazy. It's like a sailboat and a steamboat.
That's true.
Is it all on one, or is it supposed to be like two ships, one in the foreground and one in the background?
I think it's one ship.
That
woman is literally just spilling flowers out of her basket, like just spilling them. Like fully grown flowers, not seeds. Just, nope.
Nicknames?
The Flower State.
The Sunshine State.
The lightning capital of the world.
Motto, in God we trust.
Sucks.
Yeah. State songs, Florida, where the sawgrass meets the sky.
What? That's not real.
That's crazy because it's Swanee River. It doesn't say anything about Swanee River. Maybe
it's Old Folks at Home, yeah. Old Folks at Home is the official state song.
Official language, English. Spoken languages, 73.36% English, 19.54% Spanish.
That's probably about as high as it's going to get.
1.84% French Creole.
Where?
Probably the Panhandle.
Yeah.
Capital?
Tallahassee.
Largest city? Gotta know this.
It's either Orlando or Miami. I'm going to... Jacksonville?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, okay.
All of St. Johns County literally is Jacksonville, except for like one or two cities that are inside of Jacksonville.
That's awesome. It's
crazy. Largest metro, Miami Metro. Area ranked 22nd. Population ranked 3rd. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're huge, dude. That's why we have some electoral votes in the voting stuff.
The highest point is Britton Hill.
Which is like 14 feet above
345 feet.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Before statehood, it was Florida Territory. Governor Rick Scott.
Boo.
Lieutenant Governor Carlos Lopez Cantera.
Probably fine.
Probably not. Senators Bill Nelson and Marco Rubio. Abbreviation FL. FLA. Florida state symbols. We've got the flag. Amphibian.
It's got to be the alligator? Some sort of alligator?
Barking tree frog.
Okay, that's interesting.
Alligators are reptiles.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bird.
I guess we all learned something today.
Northern mockingbird.
Yeah, I know the mockingbird for sure.
Butterfly.
Oh, it's probably some swallowtail.
Zebra longwing.
Okay.
Fish, Florida largemouth bass, and
Okay.
Atlantic sailfish.
Sailfish they should just go with.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah. But Florida's in the name of the other one.
Whatever.
Flower, orange blossom.
Makes sense.
Mammal,
It's got to be the panther, right? The
Florida panther, manatee, bottlenose dolphin,
Oh.
and the Florida cracker horse.
I'm sorry, the Florida cracker horse?
Yeah.
The other three were like, hell yeah, of course. I'm not familiar with the Florida cracker horse.
I mean, 4 though? Come on, guys.
but it's like,
You're getting greedy.
but dog, where else are you going to find dolphins and manatees and Florida panthers? It's like, of course, we have to claim them
I
all.
guess.
No one else is gonna.
Reptile,
The alligator?
American alligator, and the loggerhead turtle.
Sure.
Tree, sable palmetto.
Sable palm, yep.
Beverage,
Oh,
OJ, baby.
okay, sure.
Food,
OJ.
key lime pie,
Okay.
and orange.
Okay, that's fine.
Gemstone, moonstone.
Interesting.
Rock,
Sand.
agatized coral. So probably that's sand, I'd imagine.
Sure.
Shell, horse conch.
Okay.
Soil,
Sand.
Miaka. Here, songs, old folks at home.
Thank you.
I don't understand why there are 2 listed separately.
Yeah,
This
I
one's
don't know.
deeper down in the article
'Cause
to
it's
hide the racism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Florida's crazy. 5 flags of Florida. Damn.
Oh, so over the years or whatever.
From the right, Spain, Great Britain, Spain again, the Confederacy, and the United States.
Oh,
So those
okay.
are all of the...
Flags I have presided over.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Florida is a state in the southeastern United States, bordered to the west by the Gulf of Mexico, to the north by Alabama and Georgia, to the east by the Atlantic Ocean, and to the south by the Straits of Florida. It's the 22nd most extensive and 3rd most populous and the 8th most densely populated of the United States. Jacksonville is the most populous city and the largest city by area in the contiguous United States.
Oh wow,
It's fucking huge.
I didn't realize it was the largest in the country.
Like when we lived there, because I lived there, you have to take the highway to get anywhere in the city because it's so big.
Sure.
Like there's
no, like, main.
there's one that goes like through the middle of the city and then one that goes around the outside. It's bonkers. A peninsula between the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Straits of Florida has the longest coastline in the contiguous United States.
Well, sure.
It's the only state that borders the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. This is boring.
Yeah, this sucks.
Since the first European contact was made in 1513 by Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon.
Yeah, he was looking for the fountain of youth. Are we going to talk about that though?
Nope,
of course not.
Nope.
You know, I'm glad we're from Florida, so we can tell the good stories.
Yeah, let's skip this bull crap.
In 1400, that's when the spacemen came. What did you learn?
What's your favorite? You've been to St. Augustine, I
Of
assume.
course I have.
St.
I've been to
Augustine
Castillo
is-
De San Marcos.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
When they fire off the
cannons?
cannons.
I don't think
Hell
I've
yeah,
seen
dude.
that. That's
Hell
cool.
yeah, dude. So St. Augustine is the oldest city
in the United States.
I think the oldest continuously occupied.
Sure,
There's
yeah.
there's a qualifier in there. And it's got the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States.
That's great. Yeah, it's awesome. That's where the Fountain of Youth is.
Yeah, I've never been to the Fountain of Youth.
I have.
Is it cool?
It tastes like shit.
I bet.
That's how it's like. Look, you can get eternal life,
But
but
it
it's gonna
tastes
taste bad.
like eggs and piss.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's like I don't know. There's like a carousel like outside of the gates of the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah,
now. It's
like-
Jessica and I did a ghost tour there with like my parents.
That's gotta be pretty
like,
real though.
years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
And they give you an EMF detector for this specific one, and you just walk around and hear about all the crazy battles and shit that happened because there's like a fort there
Yeah.
and like shit went down.
Right.
And then you just have your EMF detector.
And there's-
It also has the oldest
Haunted lighthouse.
pharmacy.
The oldest pharmacy.
That might there's
That's interesting.
if it's not the oldest pharmacy, it's an old ass pharmacy.
Sure. All the pills are way expired,
Yeah, but they taste great.
and kids like them too.
And there's that haunted as hell lighthouse.
The lighthouse is like Matt haunted.
There's an episode of not Ghost Adventures, which is the best show in the world, but Ghost Hunters, which is they take their job a little more. No, I don't think they take it more seriously, but they are
More
more
professional.
professional.
Sounding.
That's it. And they're like in the St. Augustine Lighthouse. Have you seen this?
I have. It's like one of the only times where I've been like, okay, that's like a ghost.
Right. And they're just like, the camera's like pointed straight up at the lighthouse, and you just like
inside.
Yeah. And you just like see a dude walk by.
Yeah.
And there's, supposedly no one in there.
Yeah, I guess we have to take their word for that. Yeah.
But it's like, there's a dude there.
Pretty haunted. What else is in Florida? What else we got?
You've got Halloween Horror Nights, the nation's premier Halloween event. You can
true.
catch me there this September. I cannot wait. We bought our tickets this week.
I'm very happy for you. So you're gonna go celebrate Halloween in September?
Hell yeah, in muggy Florida.
Yeah, like it's like up here in September, it'll feel like Halloween, but down there you'll be like, oh, this isn't right.
Yeah, what it is, because that's like.
It'll bring you back to what you're used to.
Halloween's of yore.
Mm-hmm. You know what? We're in Chicago and it's July.
And it feels like Halloween outside.
It straight up has not stopped feeling like Halloween. Like, yeah. There hasn't been a break. It's just been like, oh, it's Halloween. Here we go.
So tweet us your favorite temperature at Dilettante Ball, DILETTANTEBALL, hashtag Halloween Creep 2K15.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
For real, though, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
It's July. So we only have to get through July, August, and September.
And then we're there.
And then it is on.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
So excited for that.
And I was really excited for summer. And now that it's here, I'm like,
I'm done.
Let's get to Halloween.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. Yeah. Halloween is not like my number one like vacation destination.
Just that time of year.
Just that time of year.
Just that state of mind.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited about that. Have you been to the Keys? Have you?
I went on a cruise with my parents once, and we stopped in Key West. But I would actually love to go to the Keys.
I would too. Yeah.
We should do that.
All right, let's do it. I've only been to Key Largo, which is the very first one closest to the mainland of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But we went like snorkeling and saw like all kinds of crazy stuff.
I went snorkeling in Key West.
Yeah, like turtles and like I feel like maybe like little sharks. Maybe
Probably.
I don't know about that, but yeah, huge like coral formations. It was wild, dude. It was really cool.
What's your favorite thing about Florida? And I think we probably have the same one if you think about it for a second.
Leaving it.
Well,
for everything that's actually in Florida.
Yeah. And we can say it on the count of 3.
Oh God! I mean, I don't know. I'm like.
Yeah, you know.
Is it Target?
No, but you're close.
Am I close?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna say something then.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Walmart.
Publix.
Oh, Publix.
Damn,
I just
dude.
said Walmart because I have a parents.
Target and Walmart are both here in abundance.
I know, but I didn't know what to do. Publix is the best. It's the best grocery store
in the world.
Yeah.
That's all, man. The other day I was like, man, I want some fucking Publix cookies.
Other people talk about Publix and don't understand.
You don't even know, dude.
But everyone I've ever talked to that then goes to Publix, they come back going, yeah, you were right.
Every time Sam Kirkland, not friend of me, not friend of the show, he's never been on the show. I'll put his Twitter out there. He's verified on Twitter. I want to get in on that.
Why? How did he get verified?
He works for BuzzFeed.
Oh, so he's like a verified BuzzFeed writer or whatever.
I guess
that's why he's like a quote celebrity or whatever.
Yeah. So I want to get in on that, but I don't know how. Because like Twitter just comes to you and is like, "You're good enough. You're worth it.
Sure.
You're famous."
That's how. Yeah, you'll know you made it.
So that, and when Weird Al does a parody of something that I've done.
Those will be the two markers of fame.
But every time he goes to Florida now, because for a while he had to go for work.
Sure.
So whenever he goes, we were like, because he had never been or hadn't been for a long time or whatever. And he's like, what should I do while I'm there? And we were like, dude,
we go to Publix.
Gotta go to fucking Publix.
You get a sub, you get a cookie.
You get a pub sub. And now every time he goes, he like takes a picture of himself like eating a pub sub and sends it to me, and it's funny.
Yeah, it's the best. I also like Florida because it's like Frontierville. Like in some place where I grew up was like
sure
like woods and stuff. So you just I had friends that made pipe bombs and we would just like blow them up in the woods. One time we went out and like
I had a friend who used to distribute Anthrax. Just cool stuff like that.
Yeah, create separatist propaganda and distribute it amongst colleges.
In 7th grade, there was an Anthrax Scare at my school.
No way.
Yeah. It wound up being Kool-Aid, like powder.
Sure.
But it was like in the bathroom across from the band room, and they had the whole school on lockdown, and like not a bomb squad, but like Anthrax squad had to come in and like check it out, and it was like
Anthrax squad
crazy.
is the best name for a rap group ever.
Well, Anthrax is already like a band.
That's why it has to be a rap collective. It has to be a rap collective.
Oh, okay. Anthrax squad. That's fucking cool. Yeah. But they could spell it ANTHRACKS.
I guess. I think X is cooler. They're gonna say like SKWAD, like squad.
Oh.
Or just combine them both. Just totally misspelled. What is this? What is this band?
Yeah, it was crazy because that was like when that was
Did
happening.
someone like leave it out on accident? They were making Kool-Aid or something, or was it in an envelope?
It might have been a prank. Like the kid was
sure.
"Oh, it looks like Anthrax."
Right.
So I think it was on purpose because I'm pretty sure that kid got expelled.
Oh gosh, how did he get caught?
I don't know actually.
That's crazy.
Maybe security cameras or something.
Sure, something like that. I can imagine.
I don't know. Zero tolerance.
Oh yeah, especially like that would have been.
It was like
when
it was like January 2002 or something. You know, it was
right,
like
exactly.
it was like and Anthrax
NBC
was
just
like
got sent to
yeah
exactly.
Isn't that crazy that they never found out who did that?
Did they never?
Yeah, that's
or they found out and never told us.
That's the Zodiac killer of our day.
That's really crazy.
Yeah, I mean, unless they did, and I just don't know. But I don't. I'm almost certain they did not find out who did that.
So just the fact that you didn't watch the news when you were in 7th grade means they never caught him.
I'm like 98% sure they never found out who did
It's
that.
good enough for me. I'm not gonna fact check that.
Me neither. But that is like crazy.
It is crazy if it's true.
I'm gonna believe it.
I believe it. Why not? Yeah. What else does Florida have? Florida's pretty diverse and surprisingly interesting. If you're not from there, you don't.
There's a cool zoo, the Brevard Zoo.
Is that cool?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's like very big, and you can like feed giraffes and stuff. But there's like a thing. Feeding giraffes is cool because they're like crazy.
They're like big dogs.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they're nuts. But we did a thing where at the zoo they have like canals. So you could like kayak, and they had like islands in the canals, and they had like monkeys and shit just living on those islands, but they couldn't like get off.
Okay,
because they're not the swimming kind of monkey, I guess. I don't know.
They clip their wings.
So you can their tails.
Yeah, oh god.
So you like just like paddle up and can like check out the monkeys, like, and there's a guide like telling you, hey, these are monkeys. This is what they do, and there were like all kinds of things,
like an island of jaguars.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Get to you somehow.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it was great.
I saw a video the other day of there's like some crazy roller coaster that's like, I guess it's a roller coaster, but you just sit on like a go-kart basically, and it doesn't go upside down or anything, but just like goes to like the hills of North Carolina or whatever, like through the woods.
That's fun.
It's super cool, yeah. But it's like it probably doesn't go more than like 30 or something. But it's still like super like it's really cool. And you're just like, it's just like a single cart. You're just like really low to the ground, just like blazing through the woods. But then I was thinking like, what if like tree branches or something fall on the track, and you just hit one going like however fast you're going? Yeah, you would just die in the middle of the woods. Like, lost another one today.
Florida's got theme parks out the waz.
Yeah, that's for sure.
There's a Legoland now, and I haven't been. I really want to go.
I haven't been to the Legoland either.
I haven't been to Disney World in like 10 years, and I want to go real bad.
I was living there when Harry Potter Land was built.
That's not at Disney World, but
I know that.
Okay.
But the point is, I never been.
It's first of all, the original part is awesome, and then they built an expansion, and it's out of control.
That's awesome.
But I will tell you, I prefer the original ride to the new ride because the new ride messes with the canon.
Sure.
It's crazy.
How long till Disney makes a Star Wars like area somewhere?
I mean, they've got to be working. They kind of have a little one in MGM,
sure,
Hollywood Studios, around Star Tours.
Sure, right.
But it's got to be coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be in the works like right now.
Yeah. There's Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay,
mm-hmm.
SeaWorld.
Yep.
They got it all.
Which is a Busch Gardens property? Or they're like brother and sister?
Well, they used to both be owned by Anheuser-Busch,
sure.
but I don't believe they are anymore.
That's weird, right?
It was like right after I turned 21, because they would give you free beer.
Sure.
Right after I turned 21, they
shut it down.
Yep. So I never got my free beer.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
You're sitting around hanging out with the Clydesdales.
They killed them all.
They killed the Clydesdales.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They boiled them down for beer.
Oh. It's weird that that's how they make beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super weird, yeah. That's why vegetarians can't have beer. I don't know, man.
Would you ever go back and live in Florida?
I feel like I would if I was like 55 and rich and I had like a boat and 2 houses. So no.
Being rich in Florida is like,
it's probably gotta be the best.
Like, we would be rich in Florida, right?
Oh, like, sure, like right.
Florida also is home to the best deep dish pizza.
That's actually true. Yeah, at Satchel's
in Gainesville.
Mm-hmm. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Like living in Chicago, it's like the one thing they actually like can do right, and
Satchel's
they can't
does
do
it
it
better.
Right. Yeah.
Gosh, what? I feel like I'm a little paralyzed right now because I've experienced so much in Florida. I don't know what to talk
You
about.
don't know what's worth talking about. Sure.
Yeah, because it's all.
Oh, what? I mean, there's schools and
Earth Day, birthday.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The whole state of Florida looks and acts, the people, as if they're all on their way to a Godsmack concert in like 2003. Like that's the people that live in Florida.
Right. That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. Florida has like any given week, there's like a bike fest somewhere in Florida.
Biketoberfest,
Yeah.
Bike Week,
Right.
March of Bikes,
November bike.
Bike Pearl showers.
Right.
Bring May bikers.
Have you ever gone to one of those bike weeks? Well, you have to have, right?
No, I tried to. I have passed through on my way somewhere,
Okay.
but I have never intentionally.
No, I went to bike week.
My dad goes all the time.
Yeah, your dad's a big. He's a motorcycle enthusiast.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I went with my dad to. It must have been Daytona Beach for the big old bike week.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, there was a TV show on called American Chopper, or was it called American Chopper?
West Coast Choppers, East Coast Choppers.
It's those guys. Anyway, they make motorcycles, and they're like at the time we're like
Chopper Hunters.
I think
Chopper
Chopper
Adventures.
Yeah, Ghost Choppers.
America's Next Top Chopper.
Right.
Chopped. Was it Chopped?
I think it was Chopped. It was just a bunch of chefs. Very out of place.
Have I talked about? Well, finish your.
The point is
story.
they were there. Those guys
Oh,
were there,
okay.
right? And it was like, oh, there they are.
I don't know if we talked about it on the show or not, but there's a British reality baking show, and it's called like the Great British Bake Off or something like that.
Fair enough.
They are so bad at making reality TV.
Oh, really?
It's bonkers.
I think it's very fake, obviously.
It's not even fake. It's just like British as hell and uninteresting. Like,
It's just not compelling whatsoever.
they're like, and all of the cakes
Just
look
like garbage.
atrocious. Have you ever looked at like a cookbook from like the 70s?
I can't say I have.
If you look,
Somehow,
I'll find
I've
pictures.
misplaced all of mine.
If you look at old cookbooks, the food looks gross.
Okay.
Like, ugh, but that's what it all looked like.
Well, isn't that the classic like British? It's like, oh, British food is terrible.
Yeah.
So they're just like really sticking it. Like, yep, no, it's bad.
And like the biggest thing on this show was bingate.
What is bingate?
Well, a bin is what those idiots call a trash
can.
can. And a dude like he fucked up his cake real bad. Like he like totally fucked it up.
Sure.
And he threw it out.
Okay.
That's the thing. And people were freaking out that this dude threw out his cake that was unusable.
Bingate. So wait, what was the problem? That like starving kids could have eaten it?
No,
Or
it was
that-
like, oh, he should have just kept it in because a bad cake is better than no cake at all.
I totally disagree.
Yeah, and it's so like, all right, well, your cake is not good enough, so we'll have to say goodbye.
Ta-ta.
All right, I'm fine with that. Take care.
Yeah, we've given you a lovely
It's like it's
potting bag
so boring, and they try to make it like dramatic, but it's just not.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. Ever since The Weakest Link, they done fell off.
Good friend of ours, Rich Camelucci,
Mm-hmm.
he was telling me about the I don't remember what country. It's some South American country.
Okay.
Let's just call it Peru.
Okay, that is a South American country.
No, we'll say it's Colombia.
Okay,
I'm fairly confident it's Colombia.
okay.
They
That's
have,
Central America.
it is Central America. Regardless, the point is they've remade Breaking Bad, and it's called like Metastasis or something like that. And
That's a fun name.
yeah, but it's straight up like shot for shot like Breaking Bad, but in Colombia.
That's crazy. I mean, why not though?
Well, it's like
'Cause-
The Office.
Right. The first like 3 episodes of The Office were the same.
So it's that, but just like in Colombia, and it's on Netflix right now, so you can watch it.
what?
Yeah,
I'll watch that before I watch real Breaking Bad.
yeah, but it's like that's so weird. Like, and I'm pretty sure it's Colombia because I remember thinking like, what are they gonna do when they get to like like the Mexican drug lords that were so prominent in Breaking Bad because he's in Arizona, right?
Sure.
So there's like some conflict obviously between like the Mexican drug cartel and this guy. So it's like, well, in Colombia, like what's
Well, they're
gonna,
probably. I mean,
like
they're
who are the Mexican drug cartel in Colombia? It's just gonna be
Colombians.
Colombians.
Libyans.
yeah.
Hey, Back to the Future, it's the 30th anniversary of the first one being released.
It is. That's true. Probably around this time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for Back to the Future.
Yeah, and this is the year that Marty McFly went to the future, everyone!
That actually is true. That actually is true,
Yeah,
finally, for once. I can't wait for the rest of my life. People keep saying that.
It's October, I want to say October 17th.
Sure. I don't know. There's no way to tell. I was reading an interview with, I guess it was Robert Zemeckis, and he somehow, like, in his like contract when he made the movie, got it in his contract that he like has final say on everything Back to the Future. So he was like, yeah, trust me, there's never going to be a remake until I die.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
thank God.
What a good guy. So I think it's like him and the other like co-writer or something that both have like joint, custody of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they both have to die basically. And they, assuming that like their estate also doesn't keep,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that everybody talks about it all the time and blah, 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 but I am not cool with all of these remakes.
Yeah, I'm not either. Jurassic World was bad. Just terrible.
Yeah.
I've heard Terminator Genesis is even worse.
That's not really a remake, though. That's just like...
a continuation of more
because they've really been coming out pretty regularly, honestly.
Terminators.
Yeah, one in the 80s, one in the 90s, one in the early 2000s, one in the 2010s.
One in the 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
And apparently the reason that this one came out so quickly is because like the copyright was about to end or whatever.
So they had to make a movie.
So they had to make it before it got, they lose the whatever. The same reason why they keep making Spider-Mans.
Right. To retain copyright.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I wish they would just like let it die, let it go.
Yeah, because that being said, they've already made 2 garbage ones.
Spider-Man or Terminator?
Terminators.
Yeah. Well,
so why not keep making? Because they're gonna make billions of dollars.
Yeah, so
why not?
Right.
Like, the first 2 are perfect.
Right.
The second 2, I haven't seen Salvation, but I'm sure it's bad.
I heard it's
I'm
very
like
bad.
very sure it's bad. But they make money, so who cares?
So it doesn't matter, right?
It does. Like,
I mean, Jurassic World's like
the legacy's already ruined. Like,
right.
and same with Jurassic Park. Really, the first one was good.
Downhill from there.
Yeah. So, if you're gonna, I don't blame them.
Yeah, it's hard to blame them.
Because if someone said, "Hey, you can do garbage, and I'll give you all of the money you could ever want,"
right.
like, yes, I will do that.
Jurassic World had the biggest opening day of any movie of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine anything else. Like, there's no new movie that would come out and that would happen.
Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, Avatar.
Fuck, I forgot about Avatar.
Yeah, I wish we could.
I haven't seen that either. And I feel like
don't. It's bad.
I want to like.
Look, I saw it twice. I saw it twice. Okay, so you can have one of mine. You know what? Do you want to know why I saw it twice? Did I ever tell you?
I think you did.
I saw it once regularly in theaters, and I was like, that sucked. And everyone was like, no, you got to see it in 3D. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance because this is the movie that 3D was made for. And I went and saw it, and I was like, they fucking got me. They got me for 2. And I went and saw it with my girlfriend both times. So I was in the whole like $50 trying
tickets.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm absolutely so much part of the problem.
And they're making like 9 more. James Cameron's like, oh, it's supposed to be
it's a trilogy.
It's a pentology.
It's a pentology.
It's a dodekilogy. Yeah, I conceived it that way all along.
Right.
It's a 20-part film series. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's bad. You're not missing one. I knew I was in for a real treat when like a third of the way through the movie or whatever, it was like, so the whole conceit is like, oh, it's a planet full of these dudes, and there's like, whatever. Why are these Earthlings here? And it turns out like, oh, we're here because there's some mineral that we're trying to mine. Like, sure, it's like the Middle East or whatever.
I know what it's called, and
it's
it
called
makes me so
unobtainium.
Mad.
And it was like, I'm sorry, it's called what? Unobtainium. Okay, because it's an unobtainable mineral, I guess. That's bad writing, dude.
Megaphanium.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Chekhov's gunnium. Sweet. Cool writing, James Cameron.
This is our fighting robot. It's called the Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's where we're at right now. That's why I keep making bad sequels, because the guy that made Terminator 2 can't even do good movies anymore.
How long until they remake, like, Star Wars? Like, A New Hope?
2 years.
And what a cool remake would be?
What?
Maybe. I could see a remake of the first Matrix being
pretty
pretty fucking cool.
That actually sounds awesome.
Because like that was cutting edge technology at the time.
So imagine the next like what cutting edge technology is.
Yeah.
Now. It's either gonna be the best or like terrible.
Yes. It has to be Keanu Reeves again.
Right, and the soundtrack has to be like Rob Zombie and Rage Against the Machine still. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that seems like a movie that could be remade. Maybe.
Be fucking cool.
That would be cool. I mean, it was already kind of a remake of
everything, like Ghost in the Shell or whatever.
Right. Well, I was gonna say Johnny Mnemonic is kind of
That's
similar.
funny.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves really has the market cornered on weirdo sci-fi movies. What's he been up to? Has he done any movies recently? He needs to.
Constantine 4? I don't know.
I would see Constantine 4.
I feel like they're doing another Bill and Ted.
I have heard that.
And I'm okay with that.
I will probably see that.
I'm okay with that because it's not like the first two are awesome, but they're not like good movies.
Sure. That's probably pretty fair to say.
What do you mean?
I wanted to disagree, but then I was like, you know what? You're probably right.
Like, they're awesome, and I love them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But they're not like...
They're not good movies.
Right.
So, like, hell yeah. Just, I want to see more Bill and Ted, like, doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Guess what, man? So, that's why remakes are happening. It's because there's a big group of people for every movie that would love to see a remake. So, they're just going to keep making them.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I am right there with you. I don't know, man. I'm a sucker for only Bill and Ted. I will only see Bill and Ted. I will not see anything else. No Ninja Turtle movies.
I heard that was real bad.
Yeah, well, all of them except for like the first two.
Actually TMNT, the CG movie that came out in 2008 was like pretty fucking cool. For real. Yeah. Also, I know I've talked about this, but it's awesome. It was a made for TV movie, and it was I forget what it was called, but it was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Generations or something.
Sure.
And it was like there was, the new cartoon series, and then the turtles from an alternate dimension came, but it was like the turtles
Goofy turtles
from like the old
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah. So it was like these grittier new turtles like hanging out with these guys, and it is bonkers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's like a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch that. If that was like a series, I would watch that. Like, here we go. Like these goofballs.
Yeah.
What was it just the turtles, or do they have like?
Pretty sure Krang was there too.
Okay. That's like in the gritty reboot, they probably fight like crazy like space monsters.
I'm sure Krang is there, but he's probably like maybe scary or like
so. Imagine
sinister.
Like Goofy Krang showing up, and they're like, "Who's this bozo?"
Yeah, like they just like use a sword and like stab him, and that's
right,
it. Like,
right, exactly. Are there any cartoons from like when we were kids that could be like cool movies? Like Beast Wars.
Doug.
Smell you later. He's one of the few people I ever met who actually knew what Dilettante was. Like I told him the name of the this is like when we first started, and he was like, "Oh yeah, what's the name of your podcast?" And I was like, "Dilettante Ball." And then I told him the premise, and he was like, "Oh, that's funny, dude."
It is fucking funny.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Peaches. Hot sauce.
It's your Peaches.